Hi guys, it's Quirky Book Chick yet again. I am doing 3 book reviews on this one video. And the reason why I'm doing so is because the 3 books are related and they're by Suzanne Collins. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's The Hunger Games, the whole series. So that's The Hunger Games, Catching Fire, and Mockingjay. I absolutely loved the books. I am the last one on the bandwagon to read these books, and they outroll any book that I've read recently. I'm sorry, but they do. I don't know about The Help. The Help was pretty good. But anyways, they're better than Twilight too, just to let you know. Yeah, Twilight. All you Twilight fans, yeah, this book outweighs them big time. Anyways, these books are about a young female, Katniss, she basically has to go to these games, which are a punishment to the United States of America, which is now called Pan Am. And basically they have to go, people have to go in, usually young adults between 12 and 18, to basically kill each other. And the last person standing wins. Well, she has to go through that, but not only does she have to go through that, she has to go through it with another person from her district. And the person, she finds out, ends up loving her. Well, she first thinks he says that and then tries to go against her in the games, but then everything seems to change and they end up helping each other out. Not only that, she tries to play for the capital and all the other districts to get prizes, not really prizes, but to get items, so one that they can eat or to be healed if they're sick or not. So they go through all this, they survive it, and the rules are changed saying that if you're in the games and the people from the same district are still alive, you two can live. Well, then they end up changing that. The gamekeepers do. Well, she ends up, I guess, rebelling. Her and her teammate ends up rebelling, and it's not really rebellion. It's just they want to survive. They want to live. She doesn't want to kill him. He doesn't want to kill her. So they do something and end up rebelling. Well, in the next book, because of the rebellion, the president of Pan Am wants her to get married. And then 2, basically her and her boyfriend end up being sent to another games. They change the rules, even though they're not supposed to. But it's for the Quarter Quell. So they're on their 75th anniversary of these stupid games. So basically, I think it's 75th. Yeah, 75th anniversary. So basically, they have to go through the games again and kill more people. But this time it's not children. It's people, they're not just their age, but older, way older. Some of them are probably in their 80s. But yeah, they have to go through the games. But what ends up happening, other districts are going together and trying to rebel against the capital, which is not a bad thing. It's a great thing. And they knew this going into the games the second time. So they're dealing with the games, and they're dealing, of course, rebellion's going on outside of the games, and basically a different district that's supposedly non-existent comes and saves the day. They don't really save the day, but they get Katniss and they take her to District 13. So in the next book, and I'm giving you the spark notes, there's other things involved, there's other people involved, great people at that, very great people, but you'll have to read it to find out everything. Like even Gale is someone that she's known all her life, basically most of her life, and he's cared for her and stuff, and she deals with a love triangle between him and Peeta, which is Peeta's the guy who loves her, and they're in the games together. But read the books. It's not really a love story, it's more action than anything. But the third book it goes into her being in District 13, and basically a war gets started, and it's really up to her to make sure like the changes for everyone. But then she comes across the president of District 13, who is very controlling, and the president of District 13 has a lot of similarities to the president of Panem. So you can't have a person that controlling a whole country too. I mean, we do every day, but still, I'm sure Katniss saw a repeat of what the previous presidents have done. So she has to deal with that. They end up having a full out and out war in the capital, and Katniss ends up taking things into her own hands, and nothing wrong with that. She did great. She's a strong female character, and that's what our teens need. Our teens need strong female characters, especially our female teens. And it's not some emo girl who's gonna try to commit suicide because a vampire does not want to be with her. Come on. This girl is trying to survive. This girl goes to war. And while bad things happen and while lots of people around her die, she survives. It's no her just falling apart. She makes it. And she makes it possible for her children and her children's children not to have to go through the games every year. Or not to have to see the games every year. Or have to be afraid if they're going to the games every year. So, read the books. They're great. I love them. I'm sure you'll love them. They're very action-packed. You can imagine yourself there. That's just my opinion. But guys, take care. Toodles. See you on the other side. Bye!